All right.
So we open the parliament, we say peace.
Peace.
You know, I know it's not, entertaining, I'll be reiterating this bill, periodically throughout the day. And you know, you know, we have God Elisha, but we have the God Rasheen, and we have the law mathematics. Rasheen is our video history recorder. And then peace me. And then we have the law mathematics. Okay, no, in Parliament. Yes, Parliament. Yes, Parliament. Yeah, Bill.
Brother.
Yeah, so we need to be mindful, you know, that you're getting up here. We'll get back to that in a minute. Parliament starts at 2 o'clock. We have a list here. I just need to reiterate some moves here. I know I'm speaking to a virtual audience and maybe a handful of people, if that here, but again, I'm going to reiterate. So, a Parliament again, 3 things happen at Parliament, right? Right now, it's 2 o'clock, we're going to teach, communication, and we're talking about nation business. Nation business, we're talking commerce, transactions, you know, whatever progress that we have, right? Another thing too, if you can, man, please, keep your phone when you're on vibrate. You know, I'm not telling you, I mean, I'm just saying, you need to be on the phone, but this is be mindful of that. You know, this is about etiquette. You know, they got the matter to knowledge of God. Right? It's important, and again, peace with the virtual audience. You know, because in the 21st century, although our goal is to make sure that these seats is filled. That's the goal, to get them in these seats, right? But we also have to understand that we're in the age of technology, right? And that we use, you know, apparatuses that to record and to utilize, you know, our video, etc. It's important that we understand, man, I'm not telling nobody they can't be passionate about getting up here and building, right? But we need to be mindful of who we're talking to here, right? Even a handful of men I see in here now, you know, we're taught that we have supreme intelligence, so our wisdom should be supreme as well. Again, be passionate, you know, about what you got to say here. But the last few parliaments, man, we have to tighten that up a little bit, man. You know, if we get up here, man, then we lose it. Yes, the greatest curse is those who lack the knowledge of self. But that doesn't mean, nor does it justify that I utilize words that are intelligent also. I mean, there's a time and place for everything. That's the science of it. But today, mathematics is knowledge of God. What is the meaning of civilization? We have the knowledge of understanding culture and refinement, and not established to that. Right? I teach classes on Saturdays at the law school. Right? So, I'm a stickler for the basics. Again, I'm looking at men in this room who I see a lot of men here. I know that at any one subject, I can call upon you, and I'm sure you can engage me. Right? But then there are a host of people that equally know that, but then they haven't internalized any knowledge or wisdom, so my behavior is contrast to what I know. And that only comes from you just retain knowledge. You didn't internalize. And that's important, because people need to see and hear. Now, once again, I've had people tell me, yo, God, we're not religion. We sure ain't, but we intelligent, we righteous. That accounts for a lot here. You know, and I can't assume, because I'm speaking to you, right, that you readily know what I'm saying. Because they not knowledge God, and knowledge God will destroy. That's right. But then you have people that may not understand what you're talking about. Because again, we're on here virtually. And in the audience, what do you mean by knowledge God? Right? How is it born to build and destroy? Right? Simply, we know Almighty God first came and empowered us with the knowledge and taught us, well, actually he taught the young men back in the city. And he empowered them. And they taught who the true living God is. Those are his 5%. And then they would empower and commission to teach. And that's what we're doing now. That's why we're here. But what we was taught also, right? Because I knowledge God too. Ain't just a queen. I had the knowledge of God. I was attracted to, first of all, I'm sorry. I'm wearing my hat now because as a youth, that's how my father said, boy, he asked. Oh, is that a camera? Is that a God? Is that so-and-so? Like the way, I like the refinement how God looks. Right? And then I seen how this knowledge readily impact my routine. They got about to dust themselves off, put some shoes and sneakers on, and then all kinds of stuff, man. I said, man, let me see. In fact, this is how God is responsible for that. In the knowledge. But in the interim me getting knowledge, like the rest of you, we were taught the meaning of civilization. You can't tell me nothing about the duty without knowing the meaning. See? Because mathematics, mathematics is not God. And God empowered us with what? The knowledge. He empowered us with understanding that, listen, man, look, you have to know what this is about first. Then you can perform the duty. Right? Because mathematics is the key to unlock the door to these lessons. Because yes, he went back into the mouth. I was saying yesterday in class that he took these laws of balance lessons and he fashioned them to accommodate what he was teaching. Because one of the root premises of the 5% is that we knowledge before we live. We don't live before we knowledge. We used to say back in the day that was how we were able to differentiate the God from the Muslim. And a while back then. Because I'm not just focusing on running off what you said. Everything is subjected to showing the food. Right? So, in that, we're taught, man, the science, of the meaning of civilization. And I come back to building about that because it's important, God, because when our presentation isn't right and exact, that also assists and runs people from among us. Right? Now, let me cut right to the chase, man. I'm not doing anything specific, y'all there. Good parliament. Up until a certain point, it got a little gray. It got a little gray, right? Because again, we become overzealous about what we're saying here. And you have to remember, when you speak, I'm not telling you don't hide the truth, but I gotta, again, I'm not gonna soak your intelligence. You know what I mean? By using curse words. I'm kidding about your bill can be something I may not particularly take interest in, but I'm going to respect it. Because what's prerequisite in acquiring knowledge is listening and respecting. I was taught, I recently, God told me, he said, God, sometimes let some people speak. So you can hear what's being said. Let me explain something to you. I'm going to say this. Don't jump out of the gym, example. Especially us in here. They're going to throw rocks at you because you're righteous. Make no mistake about that.
Say that again, please.
They're going to throw rocks at you because you're righteous.
Your own family.
Look, my brother right here. Never forget that one at the Mecca mission. Good paper. Anybody monopolize no truth or no apparatus or nothing in here that people want to throw rocks at him because this is what I wanted to do. Instead of, and that's not coming go walk to the garden, and then you go, what are you doing? You know, how is this going? You know, I'm not being objective here. So I'm not coming from a right perspective. But make no mistake, they're going to throw rocks at you, man, because you're right. Exactly. Absolutely. I remember, again, you talk about knowledge God, knowledge Bill, you know, knowledge born. Right? If I see I can ever go this duty, what must be done? You see I can ever go this duty, you see I can we must punish you, severe punishment. See, because I read verse 18, and Genesis chapter 12, verse 47. I said, we got to show God, not that one man can do, one man can do, it's like a single man down on the my favorite, St. Luke chapter 12, verse 47. And that's certain who do the Lord's will, and declare not himself, neither go home to his will, shall he beat the men's spots. Now again, this ain't a testimony. You know, I'm not up here crying about well, I didn't get Nick when I was born, that I made a transformation in my life for many years now. But I remember, see, 120 is a map. The first word to that degree is if. If means something that's not absolute. So you knew the meaning, had the duty, and you still going to jail with duty? Like, what part of the game is that? What aren't you getting? And then once again, when I became sick and tired of doing that, right? Because again, knowledge God, that's the day now, right? Right. I had to eternalize information, right? But you got all this information, but you ain't eternalized. And then one of the first things I had to look at, well, what is it you got? Why is it unique out here and Salvation, right? And the garden here. Why are they out here maintaining and you're not? What are they doing that you're not doing? Right? So my love, that was right. Give me a break. You know what I mean? So I needed to utilize this information, right, to take a better transformation, right? And I keep saying that. I appreciate that. Because you listen, we got brothers here, there's no science. But see, wisdom is the way. How I'm making this truth manifest. I'm not telling you can't get up here and take my backside in front of this rally. But be wise about it. You ain't got to call me a bunch of MFs and all this, and nigga, you ain't, come on now. You're talking to the world. How do you give me gutter explanation and you have supreme knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? You know, you can't, go back to the dictionary then. Or don't get up here. See? Once again, the problem is the universal universal basis, is the universal gathering of the God and the earth, the lost bodies, and we're coming together into three things. We come to teach, communication. By communication, let me introduce myself, because not everybody will be from now. I'm coming from Ohio, I'm coming from New Jersey, I'm coming and you communicating, introducing yourself, and nation business. Business, in this case, we're talking about commerce, finance, progress. Because right now, this is business. Right? But we're talking about that specifically. Because I had somebody tell me, and the last party, you know, I said, okay, did George Jefferson to me. Yeah, God, you know, the nation business starts at 2 o'clock, why do you have to make it 5? I said, okay. Okay, George, so let me hit you this. So, business, specifically, we're talking about those things. We're always about teaching. We're always in the business of doing that. Yeah. You know, and teaching is not just verbatimly, we just, people going to see. My favorite, again, mathematics, is light travel 186,000 miles per second. Sound travel at the rate of 1,120 feet per second. Light travel faster than sound. I mean, I'm going to see you before I hear you. I saw you across the street. Now you come to me. It happened to me, everybody. I got to go to nobody else. It Yeah, but that was peace. I like what you said, man. But no, man, your actions don't match your words. It don't. Right. And then I had to hear that, especially from my family, the nation. Right? So I said, let me stop. Let me do what you're doing. And my motto to move on is, again, the reason why I'm not successful is because I wasn't handling successful. I remember Justice here, his feet couldn't even touch the floor, and he could wholesale. Always. We get my legal hustle. Got hats, got scarves, got this, got that, because food, I got this, we want this car, I don't know, she's doing that, you know. See, but I wasn't getting with him. And I want to get, Slip Willie over here. And every time Justice went home, I went up north. Same with any other dog, right? They going to Maine or something, they keeping their hands up. Divine, there you go. You in the back too. I ain't gonna blow you up though, but took that door like the judge. Was with this messenger company for so long, I was surprised they didn't give the man the company. And he seen this company called me and my brother. I came, let me get a job, brother, as a messenger. And man, work is good, right? But the caliber of work, I can only do messenger work because my skills were limited. I talk to him, I do. But when you ask me, what can you do? I was lost. Because I couldn't do, I haven't trained, I have a skill. I said, he's too violent real quick. Come on, man. Didn't you say you were the guard? Right? You know what I mean? So I said, man, what are they doing? Peace, be a lot, man.
Peace.
Right? So again, the science is being among the successful. That's my bit. Or part of it. Right? But again, I'll be at this problem. This is our national platform. Whether it's proud or not, this is your national platform. Three things need to happen. The teaching, right? I'm not saying when you correct someone, that's teaching too. So I'm not saying you can't get up here and do that either. But here's what I am saying, right? What we're not going to do is get up here, right? And then we're going to compound a problem with no issue, with no solution. Oh, and you need to know, again, this bill, when you sign in there, you want to speak, sign in, peace, but you sign in, right? Sign in? Yeah. Okay, no problem, sit there, this bill, I'm in the building, sign in, what you going to talk about. Yeah, please do that. Right? I know we're going to have some people, I know, they're going to say, I ain't asked you. I said this last parliament, and no sooner than I say that, a few hours later, you do gray hair and get it. Throw some water. No problem. But we need to be mindful. And you need to understand protocols and rules and regulations. In the name of truth. This is not about getting up here, okay, this is my girl left me, and I'm not telling you you crying blues, man. We got guards and earths that traverse many waters and went through a lot of stuff. Go build with them and deal with that. Again, why? Because again, we got the national, we got the video here, and the being recorded here. Peace, man. Better, so when I'm saying that God is better, you want to hear about science, sure. People get up in and deal with this, what, that, whatever. But my thing is, see, knowledge is the foundation and wisdom is the way. So I get the rudiments of this business. You can't tell me about equals MC squared if you can't give me the fact. You can't tell me what 1 + 1 is. You know, tell me about the theory of relativity. But you can't give me the actual foundation of science to that. That's why a 5%er to this day is a stickler about knowing your lessons. See, knowing, not just quoting them, knowing them. See, I learned that thing. And then I had to unlearn a lot of things too. I had some information that was straight trash. Okay, I'm bumping into pieces. In fact, I'll give you a little laugh here. I told Carl in class, he was coming up, Bill all here ran out, I was throwing him on that one too. The fifth degree in the point of test is, or sometimes you have to first degree, so it's my own, I know, 29,000. So, quite naturally, you would want to prove this by numerically going through calculation, not me. Guess what I said? Okay, wait. The father passed away in 1969 at the age of 4, and he had 3 sons. A-L-O, P-L-O-C. And I threw my chick up. I did George Jefferson. I threw my, you would tell me nothing. And people, it's the same. People were baffled by the whole BS. I didn't dabble in my hood until I ran the court. Oh, God said, what you said? God said, ask me something. What you said? Yeah, I said, God said, no. His mom went back to 1969. He was 4 years old before he was 40. That had nothing to do with his degree. You sound like baffled me like that. I'm surprised we didn't stomp you out there. Right? And then, I had to unlearn. I did a lot of craziness I had to unlearn. When you exercise and go through mental gymnastics, a lot of things I had to unlearn. That might have been some of the reasons why I wasn't internalizing some of the things too. The amount of information I had was faulty. Right? But again, the one thing I did, and I want devils to see, you told me shut up, being cold, right? That educated. Because see, after that, let me give you the other sign. When he did that, he also walked me around the block. So why he did that? Because that's disrespect. See? Because as soon as they crash, we taught that back in the day. Right? You taught your lesson, but you was taught that also. You knew, okay, the guard building, don't shut up until he's done. Next.
You got it.
All that comes in the cycle, or your people don't, no. I'm gonna call back. Right, come here for a minute. Right? Because we're interrupting the cycle. You got some of the basics, you got to wait here too. I'm walking around, me and people here today. I'm walking around telling people, please come inside. And no, this ain't church, I'm not telling you you can't go outside and be with your people.